Ladies and gentlemen, it is the first Raw leading into Summerslam. We had a crazy past weekend from both the women's only premium live event Dragon's Rise and then NXT Heatwave. And now we're all getting all geared and set for the biggest party of the summer. It's a special 2-night event. Tons of stuff that's going to go down there tonight. And we'll see throughout the coming weeks what's going to be there. But right now we have the phenomenal AJ Styles. I think the last time you saw him, he took on Braun Breaker, the former World Heavyweight Champion, in a match at Backlash. Didn't get to win it, but right now he's looking for some action. Maybe looking to get into the SummerSlam card. And who is Trick Williams, folks? Now, if you saw at Clash at the Castle, you saw Trick Williams kind of helping Carmelo Hayes keep the Intercontinental Championship. So apparently, the team up of Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes is back on. We all saw what happened in NXT during their breakup. Looks like they got them back together again and are once again friends. Right now, Trick Williams taking on AJ Styles, the IRL TNA World Champion. Let's see what Trick Williams has to go up against AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. An excellent way to kick things off. And then the main event is the World Heavyweight Championship rematch. Alright, folks. Styles, Williams to kick things off for Monday Night Raw. What a clothesline that was from Trick Williams. Now Trick, a former NXT champion, former North American champion, the IRL TNA World Champion. Trick Williams has had a lot in his resume, in his wrestling career. I think this is the first time he's ever going up against AJ Styles. And AJ Styles, one of the most incredible performers in the modern era of professional wrestling, winning titles all around the world, even some in TNA. Right now, he's taking on a fresh up-and-comer in Trick Williams. The last time we seen Williams in action, it was the King of the Ring qualifying matchup between him and Randy Orton, in which Randy Orton won. Right now, we got ourselves some lockups here, and so much has happened at Dragon's Rise. New women's intercontinental champion in Natalya, the retaining Nikki Cross, keeping her women's world championship. Oh, look at this cover here, a cover one, not even a one. And we also have the unfortunate injury of Bianca Belair, so that's kind of sad. She's gonna be out for a while. And a big strike right to the back, but Styles boots right into the face as I return right back to the action. And a big drop kick to the spine. AJ Styles so innovative with incredible offense, but gets caught with that stomp to the midsection. And what could a win like this do for Trick Williams? Well, first of all, you're taking on AJ Styles and you're beating him. Yeah, you definitely deserve a spot at the top. Beating AJ is not as easy as you think, as he goes for the cover and a quick kick out at 1. And now Styles, Irish Whip. Big arm drag connects. Rick Williams needs to focus. Doesn't have a lot of wins under his belt in Universe mode. I think he's 0-1. He really needs to pick up momentum, especially since we're a quarter of the way through this season. And he has nothing to show for it. AJ Styles telling him to bring it. He brought it. Big chop. Chop after chop. Now look at this. Pele kick connects. AJ Styles fully implanted that kick into the skull and a kick out. Now Styles springboard, but nobody was home. Trick Williams moves out the way, but into a roll-up. 1 dog kick out by Styles. Styles still in this matchup. And now Trick playing more aggressive here. Probably learning that from Carmelo Hayes. As if you saw at Clash at the Castle, Melo successfully defeated Dragon Lee in the rubber match to keep the Intercontinental Championship. And look at this springboard. Oh, nobody was home for that. Styles didn't get the aerial range for it. And now Trick Williams going to capitalize. Tries to go for something that gets caught up. And now Styles, multiple kicks. Suplex, no, a neck breaker connects. And now Trick Williams on the apron using the ropes to get up. Gets caught with a punch. And another one. And a big drop kick sends the man flying. Trick Williams might be in trouble here as we reach a count of, well, with Styles breaking up, it now goes back to 1. And this is the first match coming out an incredible weekend as Styles got the calf crusher. He could have wear down the body, and I think he might have done that. But he's not finished for Trick Williams. Trying to go for something on the outside. I think a Styles clash. But Trick Williams with the counter. And now at the count of 4, Trick Williams climbs top rope. Goes flying with an elbow drop as AJ Styles is trying to get up right to the back of the spine. And now Trick with a running boot. Trick Williams taking full advantage of every mistake AJ Styles might have made it. A trick shot connects into the cover. Could be enough. 2, 3, and no. Super close. Trick Williams almost pulling a big win here over Styles. But Styles still has heart left in this matchup. I wonder what's it going to take to beat someone like AJ Styles when you're Trick Williams. But now Trick, looking for something here. Got him. Running the ropes. Big drop kick, but no. Styles moves out the way. He tries to go for another springboard forearm smash, but nobody was home. And now big splash right to the spine. More punishment to the back. And now it's setting up for this. The bookend connects. But Trick Williams still not done. Putting punishment on AJ Styles. Another Irish Whip. Trick shot for the second time. Another trick shot. 1, 2. Kick out by Styles. How much heart does AJ Styles has to stay resilient? But now he's looking for his final move. Lifts him up into the Styles Clash. Into the cover. 1, 2. Kick out by Williams. That was very close for Trick Williams, almost losing this type of matchup. It took 2 trick shots to get AJ Styles still alive in this matchup. Now suplex neckbreaker. Styles showing his resiliency. The double axe handle off the dome. Styles lying in wait. Oh, shoulder tackle. And you know, Carmelo Hayes, the Intercontinental Champion, is definitely watching this match with both eyes fully open. Maybe he'll seek his next challenger in AJ Styles. We already know SummerSlam right around the corner, but look at this springboard phenomenal forearm right to the outside. As I was saying, you know, SummerSlam around the corner, the World Heavyweight Championship will be defended in a match by either Braun Breaker or Drew McIntyre. And whoever wins tonight will take on the King of the Ring for 2K25, Oba Femi. But right now, AJ calf crusher, but the roast foot was on the roast. But Styles looking to put this match away now. But gets caught up, and a third trick shot connects. Oh yeah, this is definitely over, folks. 3 trick shots. I don't think Styles has what it takes to kick out. But could he? 1, 2, 3, and he couldn't. Trick Williams just picks up a big win over AJ Styles. What a victory from Trick Williams, beating AJ Styles. And Trick Williams picking up his first win in Universe mode for this season. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, after an incredible first match for Raw tonight, it's time for the woman that is still your women's world champion from Dragon's Rise, Nikki Cross, as she is in action here tonight. As you know, if you saw at Dragon's Rise, you know that Charlotte Flair won that women's over the top battle royal to determine who will face Nikki for the title at SummerSlam. So that's the scheduled match. Charlotte Flair, the Queen, taking on the Women's World Champion Nikki Cross. But let's see who Nikki Cross' opponent is here tonight, as Nikki looks to build some momentum. Okay, who's taking on the champion? It's Ivy Nile. Ivy Nile, the pit bull of American Made, looking to take on the Women's World Champion in a non-title contest. Now let's see if Ivy Nile can pick up a win here. I mean, if she do it, she might make herself the next #1 contender for the title after what could happen at SummerSlam. I mean, you already saw what happened to her tag team partners at Heatwave. American Made, Brutus and Julius, they lost their #1 contendership match. But maybe Ivy now can pick up the slack for American Made. Okay, here we have it, folks. Second match. Nikki Cross, Ivy Nile. Now Ivy's coming in hot here. Great slot takedown. But Nikki catches her with a boot. Now she's looking for a quick victory over here. Doesn't even get a one. Nikki must have tried to surprise her with a very early cover. We're like, what, 10 seconds into a match right now? And now Nikki overpowering after beating Bayley this Saturday to retain the Women's World Champion. Now she looks forward to another horsewoman in Charlotte Flair. Maybe one day she gets to take on Becky Lynch. Maybe. Who knows? But right now, wrist, top wrist lock applied by Ivy. Now just a little yank and wrench. Always hate it when they wrench it like that. It's just so nasty. Now she goes for an arm drag takedown. And now back into the lockup. Ivy now fully taking over this matchup right now. Behind to the race lock. Deep wrench. Trying to squeeze the breath out of the champion. But she manages to escape into a seated chin lock position. Nikki showing that she's just as technical. Oh, deep wrench on the chin. Not a lot of people thought Nikki Cross would be a champion once again. But due to the help of Uncle Howdy and the rest of the Riot Six, she found the spirit that allowed her to be a champion. She's been going strong with it ever since. She only had one loss, and that was that loss to Bayley a couple of weeks ago on Monday Night Raw. But other than that, she's been looking very impressive, I would say. And now Nikki in trouble. Nope, drives her off. Big clothesline. No! Ooh, a jawbreaker, a chin breaker. But she fires back with a crossbody. It's going to be hard to keep the champion down. But Ivy now might be in trouble. Oh, eagle cutter. And now, going to the top rope is Nikki. Look at the fly. Ooh, big headbutt connects. That was very risky. That could have gone very bad if Ivy now wasn't there to witness what was about to happen to her. But now we got ourselves a count of 4, about to be 5 right now. Nikki just waiting for her opponent to get in before striking. Strike to the back, Irish whip. Ducking under. Leapfrog over. Big clothesline. Almost decapitating her opponent. And a big kick out at 2.5. Ivy now no longer in control. She needs to get back in, otherwise she won't win this matchup. Tried to go for it, but Nikki Cross was too low. And now these two trading blows. Nikki with the first counter, another counter. Big strike there. Big slap. Oh, big strike. Nikki. Fisherman neck breaker. Fisherman neck breaker now into the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Nikki Cross picking up a big victory, but hang on a second. There's her challenger for SummerSlam, the Queen Charlotte Flair. Here comes the former champion, the former Women's World Champion, coming after a loss this past Saturday at Dragon's Rise. Let's see what she has to say. Wait a second. That's Becky Lynch. Bayley says no to a team up with Becky? I wonder what Becky had in store with Bayley. Talking about ruling the division. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the new Women's Intercontinental Champion in Natalya, as she can finally say she added the Hart family name to the Women's Intercontinental Division, as she's the pioneer of that title history, beating Blair Davenport at Dragon's Rise. And I know she feels so excited for herself. The low-key legend finally winning something that her own family's name has been relegated to in the history, both connected to history, as she's ready for singles action. And we'll see who's taking on Natalya. Non-title matchup, and it is Gigi Dolan. Gigi Dolan looking to defeat Natalya here tonight. And hey, if she beat her, she could become the next #1 contender. Maybe at SummerSlam. Who knows? Anything can happen here in the WWE 2K universe. But right now, we're about to get set for action between these two superstars right now. Alright, folks. Natalya and Gigi Dolan, third match of the night. And it's the final matchup before we get to the main event. The World Heavyweight Championship will be defended in a rematch between the former champion Braun Breaker and the new champion, the Blood King, Drew McIntyre. But right now, Natalya looking to take it to Gigi Dolan here. But Gigi with the quick escape out of that submission hold. Now, you know, Blair Davenport is definitely heated, losing the title after calling herself the greatest intercontinental champion in WWE history. You know, that kind of irks Natalya, but she doesn't have to worry about that because now the title is under new management with Natalya. Now a big takedown there from Natty, taking down Gigi Dolan into a cover. Big cover and almost a 2 count there. Gigi showing her energy, kicking out like that. But now Natalya possibly looking for something here. Dragging her opponent. Oh, what a punch that was by Natty. And now look at this. Using the top rope as an assistance. And now Irish Whip ducking under. But Gigi catches her with the clothesline. Almost decapitating Natalya. And now trying to go for a kick. But Natalya delivers her own kick into the dragon screw. But she's not finished. Slamming the knee down into the mat hard. And now Natalya wrenching at the neck and the head. Oh, super nasty. But now Natalya, she's still feeling it. Big chop. And outside Russian leg sweep. But she's not finished. Multiple punches to the face of Gigi. Gigi needs to find a way to get back into this matchup. She can't let this match go on too long. As she gets caught. No, doesn't get caught. Manages to push back against the drop kick, but gets kicked into the back of the leg, and the discus lariat by Natalya connects. And into the cover. Could be enough. Is the move she used to win the title, but the rope break was called. Luckily, the referee was able to see the rope break. Usually, the referees are blind as a bat. And now Natalya trying to figure out a way to beat her opponent here tonight as Gigi needs to find her second win. Oh, gets driven down into the mat hard. And now on the outside, trying to catch her with a kick. But Natalya, the veteran, she saw that coming. Now look at this. Ripcord into the fireman's carry right on the outside. All that damage to the lower back definitely assists when loading up the sharpshooter. Trying to go for something there, but gets caught with a jawbreaker. And now lifted up, back and forth situation here. Reverse DDT. Now we got ourselves a count of a 5. And shot both. Oh, what a slap that was by Natalya. And knocking her face into the ropes. And now into the cover. 1, 2. Almost putting away her opponent. Natalya needs to focus. Dragging her opponent where she's dragging her to. Oh, slamming the arm down. I think I know what she's going for now. Sharpshooter applied. Will Gigi survive? Will she tap out? And Gigi taps out. Natalya picks up a big win here. And there's the Intercontinental Championship. But wait, hang on a second. That's Blair Davenport. No, the attack from behind. Looks like Blair isn't finished with the Intercontinental Championship. She's going to make Natalya hurt with this one. Oh my Jesus. Right off the dome. We got to get some help for Natalya here. Blair just wiped her out. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the main event. The rematch for the World Heavyweight Championship is about to begin. And here comes the former World Heavyweight Champion Ron Breaker, losing that title at Clash at the Castle a couple of weeks ago. He lost it to the new World Heavyweight Champion Drew McIntyre, the Blood King. When they walked into Clash at the Castle, the story was that Drew McIntyre was going to leave Ron Breaker with nothing but a bloody face and a defeat as Drew walked out of his homeland of Scotland with the World Heavyweight Championship around his waist. And that's exactly what happened. And now Braun had to wait all these weeks just to get his rematch. But can he do it, folks? Can he get the title back? Who's taking on King Obafemi at Summerslam for the title? There should be a great rematch and a great main event. And here comes your new World Heavyweight Champion, Drew McIntyre, the Blood King. Those two had an epic match at Clash at the Castle. But could that be just a fleeting moment? Can Drew McIntyre keep having the title in his possession? Or is that just a one-time thing for Drew McIntyre. Will Braun Breaker get the World Heavyweight title back? Let's get to our main event. There you have it, folks. World Heavyweight Championship. The last time Drew McIntyre was the World Heavyweight Champion, it was at WrestleMania 40. He won the title, beating Seth Rollins, but held it for 5 minutes and then lost it 5 minutes after he won it because he wanted to gloat in the face of CM Punk. And then Damian Priest, the Money in the Bank holder at the time, cashed in the contract and walked out of WrestleMania 40 World Heavyweight Champion. But right now, he's holding that title way longer than 5 minutes. Well, this is his second title defense. Can Drew McIntyre walk into SummerSlam the World Heavyweight Champion? Or will Braun Breaker take the title back? I know the King of the Ring, Oba Femi, is watching this match. And here we go, folks. Braun Breaker, Drew McIntyre, main event of Monday Night Raw, and a big shoulder tackle from Drew McIntyre. Drew desperately needs to win this matchup. He wants to prove that being the World Heavyweight Champion in front of an audience like this is something that he's worked hard for. The first time he won the WWE Championship, it was during the pandemic. So even though he won the title, there was nobody around to even witness it. Everybody had to be in like cameras. But right now, fans are back. And now he's the World Heavyweight Champion right in front of them. But now Braun Breaker, he doesn't give a damn about any of that. He just wants the World Heavyweight Championship back. And will he be able to do it here tonight? Drew McIntyre shoves him off with a big boot. Maybe we could get some more blood for the Blood King from Braun Breaker. Because we saw that happen at Clash at the Castle. That's exactly what happened. Busted open and defeated. Now he tries to go for a quick cover here, but Drew McIntyre kicks out before 2. And now Braun Breaker looking to punish McIntyre here tonight. The former NXT champion, former Intercontinental champion, wants to walk into SummerSlam, the World Heavyweight Champion, and go after the King. And a big running neck breaker connects. But Drew gets his feet, but gets clocked with a clothesline. But instantly gets back to his feet again, but gets lifted up. But Drew McIntyre slips to the back, counter after counter, folks. And now thrown all the way to the outside is Drew McIntyre. Braun Breaker showing his power here. And now he's looking for his flight. Oh my Jesus. Elbow drop to the outside. That's a risky move for anybody. But even riskier for Braun Breaker. A lot of meat flying and hitting nothing's definitely going to leave a mark. And now McIntyre getting back inside the ring. Irish whip to the former champion, current challenger. Tries to go for something, but look at that eye rake. And now into the gut wrench. Gut check. Oh. Working on the midsection into the cover too. And a kick out from McIntyre. But now Braun Breaker looking for that spear to put this match away. No, McIntyre runs and moves out the way at the last second. That could have been the game in there right there, folks. But look at that big power slam there avoids the attack there by Braun Breaker. Irish Whip into the corner. Oh, that's not going to be good. Oh my! Kick right to the midsection, but Braun Breaker still fighting. Now what's Breaker thinking? German suplex, no. Counter, standing switch. Into the Russian leg sweep. And now to the outside, Breaker looking to get some space. Catches some, but Irish Whip. Into the Claymore. Claymore connected successfully, but he's not going for the cover. I think he wants more punishment on Braun Breaker. Another Claymore. 2 Claymores, but wait, what the hell? Braun Breaker was just about to get back up. And now Drew trying to make sure he stays down. 2 Claymores back to back. Still wasn't enough to keep Braun Breaker down. That means that man is super determined to walk out of Monday Night Raw, the World Heavyweight Champion. But Drew needs to try to keep this man down. And he's going for it right here. Future Shock DDT. 1, 2, 3. And Drew McIntyre is still your World Heavyweight Champion. No blood here, but definitely a bit of bruising on Braun Breaker, as it's going to be King of the Ring versus the Blood King at SummerSlam for that World Heavyweight Championship. This is going to be awesome, folks. But a great way to end this episode of Monday Night Raw. We'll see you pretty soon for NXT. I know Braun Breaker is reeling right now, losing his title, not winning the rematch, which means he goes back to the end of the line. But Drew McIntyre at the top of the mountain, World Heavyweight Champion.